is. Jesus Christ, that's where hope is.
So I wanted to make a quick video today as the Texas Governor Abbott just signed the heartbeat bill here in Texas. Now, this video is not going to be about why the heartbeat bill is bad or any of those things. What I want to talk about today instead is the misleading way that it is being promoted by both the pro-choice and pro-life groups, and the way it's being reported about in the media from both of those angles. And here's what I'm talking about. The headlines from the liberal side, as well as various pro-life articles and news media sources, are saying that this bill would stop abortions at 6 weeks. And that's just not true. And it's intentionally being misleading by both sides, because both sides know the truth and are continuing to use this as a mean to get their base in support of them. So why is it that they are saying that this is going to stop abortions at 6 weeks? And what both are claiming is that a heartbeat can be detected at 6 weeks. Therefore, this is going to stop all of those abortions that can have a heartbeat detected at 6 weeks, which would affect over, some estimates have it at 65% of recorded abortions in Texas. And again, what we're not talking about is the justness or the pros and cons against the bill, but rather the information that's being written about in media. So the claim in all of the liberal media as well as pro-life media is that somewhere around 65% of recorded abortions in Texas could be stopped because this will ban abortions with a detectable heartbeat at 6 weeks. Now, here's the truth about it. So, a skilled medical professional with a transvaginal ultrasound will sometimes be able to detect a heartbeat when they're trying really hard to find it. So that part is true. And this is where they are gleaning their information from to make the claim that 65% of abortions would be banned. But the problem with this is the bill doesn't require a doctor that is going to kill the child to use the transvaginal ultrasound in order to find a heartbeat. What the bill says is that the doctor must use an acceptable medical procedure. It does not define what that acceptable medical practice is. Now, if you look in the literature, the two main forms of acceptable medical practice in heartbeat detection is one, the transvaginal ultrasound machine, but also the abdominal ultrasound machine. And this is the machine that most of the abortionists currently use with the you have to show a picture of the baby law before you're allowed to kill the baby and not be charged with criminal homicide. Now, because the bill doesn't require a specific one, and the abortionists already have the abdominal one, and it is in their best interest, if they want to keep making money, to use what they already have, which will detect a heartbeat somewhere between the 12th and 13th week. Again, using the abdominal machine if you're trying to find it. Which, if I wanted to kill the baby and make money, I'm going to do the best I can to not find it. But let's use the best case scenario where the abortionist is using the abdominal machine and is actually looking for a heartbeat. We're looking at somewhere between 12 and 13 weeks, which is a substantial difference between the 6 weeks when you use the transvaginal. Now, what does this look like as far as percentages of abortions that would be affected? Well, with the transvaginal at 6 weeks, you're looking at approximately 65% of reported abortions. With the abdominal at about 12 to 13 weeks, you're looking at somewhere around 3% of reported abortions. That's a huge difference in the progress that they claim that they are making. Now, again, we're not talking about the justness of a law, the objective justness or our moral argument against abortion. We're solely looking at how they are reporting this thing. So their claim is that they can stop about 65% because a transvaginal ultrasound can find a heartbeat at that age, when the reality is they are going to be using an abdominal ultrasound machine, which would put it to about 12 to 13 weeks, making the affected percentage drop from 65% down to 3%. We're being misled by the media on both sides, and I just want to bring clarity and honesty to this discussion.